to something else. What I was attempting here was alling into 5-0s. I'm okay with like 50-50s on this thing because, you know, I can lock in both trucks. Attempting a 5-0 on this rounded corner, I just tend to like, I don't get my weight centered above it, and I tend to push it out. Okay, bottom line, I don't know how to come out of an obstacle like this. I don't know how to push all the way around to land like this, or push out this way. So if anybody in the comments below can help me out, because that would be great. I can only do board slides where I can like ride out of it. So if anybody can holler at your boy and let me know what to do. So here's the Lake Mirror Theater, the Lake Mirror Center Auditorium Theater, yes. So I was here yesterday. There's a little mellow bank there that's like more flat than anything else, but I got some flat ground stuff in there, and over there, I don't know if it'll show up in this wide angle, but there's a little 3-stair there. That's a lot of fun. So I was able to skate that yesterday, so I'll show that. There is like a security guy that like sits there in that office. So, but when I was skating over here, I saw him leave out for a break or something. So I just took the opportunity to go land that 3-stair. Took me 5 or 6 tries, but yeah, so I'll show you the footage of that. Back at the skate park. I'm gonna skate around a little bit, warm up, and then we're gonna try to get into working on those ollies into 5-0s again. Super shady dude with a freaking bandana on his face walking around here. It's making me a little nervous. Don't know what his deal is. A little sketchy. Freaking like freezing cold at all. This dude does no business coming around with a bandana. He's walking around like he's agitated about something. I don't know. He walked right past my bag with my phone and everything and just kept going, and I was like going around there, so I don't know what's up. But I'm probably just gonna get in the car and kind of just wait and watch, see what's going on, but be ready to take off at any second. So it's kind of on camera. We'll see. So this is one of the risks that you kind of run, like when you try to like get out and skate at the kind of hours that I skate, which is like early morning, to avoid the heat, to avoid the people. Sometimes you come across pretty like unsavory characters. Like, this guy is obviously super sketchy, wearing a bandana around his face. I see him just walking around agitated, you know. I mean, he's definitely like on meth or something. Yeah, he's got me a little creeped out, so I'm being very wary. I will probably take off if he doesn't leave. Like just yesterday, when I was skating around Lake Mirror. Lake Mirror is a really nice area, but if like you go early morning, you get a lot of like, you know, the like homeless population just walking around, and a lot of people that are obviously dealing with very serious mental illness issues. People just walking around screaming at themselves for no reason. Yesterday I had a guy walk by screaming at himself about who knows what, and then all of a sudden he starts looking at me, and from like across this like giant parking lot he's yelling at me something about skating, and just going on and just freaking out about something. And so you get a little nervous. So I prefer to get out and skate at like, you know, hours where it's cooler, where there's less people, where I'm not going to bother like, you know, business owners and stuff if I'm doing street skating. But that's just the kind of thing that you got to watch out for. And here, this is a little different. I've never had like, you know, somebody like really freak me out here at this park. This is a public park, you know, but so meaning it's exactly that. Anybody can just walk in, and this guy is definitely on something, up to something, just not looking very friendly to be around right now, especially with a freaking bandana around his face for no reason in like warm weather. I don't know. I'm not cool with it. So I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna hang out. If he moves on, cool. If he doesn't move on, then we're just gonna have to call it, and I'll have to get back out here maybe later today, because I really want to work on that 5.0. We'll see what happens, but I do not like this guy. All right, cool. At the very least, maybe I'll just wait until more people show up to skate, because they will eventually. I don't know how well he's showing up on camera here. I want to get him documented on here so you can see what I'm talking about, but obviously there's not much of a zoom on here. But just pacing around back and forth with what looks like a bandana over his face. Like, why would you do that unless you were wanting to hide your face? I mean, not cool. Not cool. Like, I generally only get out and skate on like Saturdays and Sundays. Like, that's pretty much it. And so this is a bummer when like something like this happens. So hopefully he moves on, or more people show up, and so I don't feel as vulnerable. But yeah, I don't know. Right now, it's not an ideal situation. Just so you guys aren't overly worried for my safety in this situation here, my doors are locked, the car's on, I am ready to drop the hammer. Just so you know. I mean, the fact that he walked right past my phone and like my bag and stuff, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like he has ill intent, but the mask creeps me out, and like just his demeanor, just, yeah, he's obviously on something or in distress in some form or fashion, either just mental or chemical induced, something. But yeah, so just being wary, and yeah, I am prepped to GTFO at any second. So all right. So my eyes aren't that good, so I was like contemplating, maybe he's not wearing a face mask, maybe he's got a beard, you know, like a big thick beard. So I zoomed in with my phone. Yeah, he's definitely wearing a bandana around his face, and so I don't know. So I'm kind of at this crossroads now where I'm like thinking, do I call the cops? Like, and just be like, hey, there's this weird dude wearing a face mask, like walking around, you know, at a public park, you know, you should, like, you know, check on him. So I'm kind of like, do I call the cops? Do I want to be that guy? I mean, he's not doing anything, but obviously the face mask is not normal. and would concern anybody here. I mean, like, you know, kids come here. So I don't know. I'm just watching him. Just something I'm debating. So I don't know. All right, I'll keep you updated. All right, update. Weird dude in the bandana is gone now. I did in fact call the cops just to give them a heads up. Like, there's this weird dude. He's super creepy. Doesn't look very friendly. And yeah, so I called them back, told them that he left, told them which way he was going. They said he was seen around at like other businesses around this morning, and so some other people were concerned about him. So anyway, that's it. Crisis averted. He's gone. Someone else is like showed up at the skate park, so I feel safer now. So all right, let's get back to it. Heel flips are a no-go this morning. Not off this bank. Just constantly catching them with my back foot on. Alright, so here's the rundown. Successful day of skating. I was able to nail that 5.0. Got 2 of them on film, which is cool. So all in all, I feel accomplished for today, despite the weird start here when I arrived at the skate park. Eventually the cops, like, you know, came by, you know, to ask, like, you know, where he went, because he eventually just took off and ran. And it was weird, he was full sprinting like out of here for some reason. Apparently he had been seen at like other businesses around, and people were like sketched out too. So I'm not the only one that was a little concernicus about this guy. Anyway, yeah, skateboarding at weird times. If you're someone like me that likes to get out early, just constantly be like aware of your surroundings. Yeah, either getting up early or staying out late to skate, because of like, you know, just to avoid people being like hassled by like people on the street, business owners, and like, you know, stuff like that, or just crowds of people at the skate park, kids on scooters and whatnot that you want to avoid. Just keep your head on a swivel, I guess, and just, you know, just be aware. Try not to put yourself in a situation, you know, that could turn south. You know, I just tried to just make sure to just distance myself from this guy and just, you know, just be aware of what, like, you know, his actions were. And I was like prepared to, like, you know, take off if he even started, like, you know, walking towards my car. That's about it today. If you have not subscribed to this, subscribe. If you know people that might be into it, let them know. And yeah, I guess that is going to be it today. All right, stay young, skate forever.